Hi, it's Miniature Model Paul, and back with another review of another old hammer kit, the actual Ford G.P.A. Jeep, the amphibian. It's again a quarter ton vehicle with 4x4 wheel drive, so 4x4 drive. Anyway, get that tongue twister out of the way. And as you can see, it's a lovely little vehicle. I've had it for quite a long time, and I actually bought some PE for this as well, believe it, and it's in the box to see. I've actually got, just mind you that on the American Jeep, I have got the PE set coming. And I've also got the hood coming. I've ordered both, so they're able to be fully kitted up, because I like the idea of having a canvas cover over for a change on a Jeep. But this one is a lovely vehicle. I like odd looking vehicles, and this one is a bit odd, but it's a boat and it's really interesting. Now, here we go. So I'm going to just take the lid off, and we'll start the review. You can see the box. Now we've got a few bits and pieces. We've got the perspex in there. It hasn't been opened up, as you can see, because it hasn't. So I'm going to put all the stuff over the other side. There you got two lots of instructions here, and that's the Japanese one, and I'm going to get rid of that most probably. But and this is the the English version, so we'll keep that out to one side. That is the PE, because I actually had a look at it when I first got the PE set to see what was involved. So that's over there. There is the PE set. There you go. So it's quite extensive. Got a lot of meshes and bits and pieces there. Anyway, so put that over there out of the way, on top of that, and then you've got the whole top. We'll have a look at that first normally, and there's the other bit. So that's what's all in the box itself. So yeah, oh good. I can just I'm going to muck about with my camera. So what we're going to do is we'll start with the body as we normally do. What I did last time. And there's the body. I won't say it is bigger than the Willys Jeep, obviously slightly long because of the actual boats that's built around it. It could even be on the same chassis, it seems like. It could be. It looks very similar. And there she is. Yep, that's okay. Simplified in the way of what, but when you see the model built out, it looks nice. I must admit, I've seen it in a few model shows. So, very nice. There you go, where the old propeller comes out the back. So that's the whole, so that's quite nice. We'll put that over there. Now we get the actual first set, bits and pieces here. I keep swapping it around, doing the instructions first sometimes, and I do the classic parts. But I'm going to do the instructions at the end, because the sheet is very small when you think about it. And I'm going to show those a bit later. I'm going to do those. So we're going to get this one out of this, put this bag in the box, so I most probably keep it like that. Over there, right, here we go. Put it out of view. That's better. And there it is. So get out of way on my screen so I can see what I'm doing. It's very nice. The moulding's nice, crisp in. There's the dials. I think you can just about see them. That is the dials, but there is a PE set as I think covers that anyway, so it makes it a little bit better. And I think there's a little screen for the dials as well. So the 4 wheels, bits and pieces here, a spare wheel that goes on the back, I think, or on the front. I think there's a spare wheel. Not sure. But anyway, put this there. Oh, there is a spare wheel here. There you go. So it was a spare wheel, so it must go somewhere on the back, most probably. But anyway, so there you go. That's the parts. That's nice. Put that in the box over there. Then we get the next big frame. And as you can see, if you talk about the kit, it's very simple, because it's the PE it's going to make it a longer build. And there you go. That's the bow section, as I would call it, because it's a bit like a boat. And that's I think there's a mesh somewhere in this area, and that gets replaced, cut out and replaced. It is a nice model. Even these are quite fine for the time when you think about it, but I think there's a replacement in the PE set for that as well. On this side, these are 2 meshes. I think you might just be able to catch the mesh on it. It's very fine, but just there. But that's replaced definitely with photo etch as well. yeah, so that's it, and I think that's it for the main sprues of the kit. Believe it or not, including the whole piece, obviously, put it over there. And then we go into the next bag, which is the only other bag on the kit. And oh, that's actually meant to be like that. And there we go. These are older Tamiya figures, so they're not going to show as nice. And you could most probably get some resin figures to put this, even if they're not sitting in the vehicle standing by it, if you wanted to do that. So it's pretty good. And they've got the old Thompson there, the old carbine, ammunition shoots. So it might be. I mean, you can get replacement heads, which is another thing you can do. There's loads of places to do that, and then you can just cut the head off and cut the head off. Doesn't sound very nice. Use a guillotine, I suppose, the old French method, and basically get rid of the head and then put a new one on. So you could do that as well. There's multiple choices on that. There you go, and that's it for the plastic bits. And oh no, that's no, I forgot that. And I'm going to get the glass out because this one is here. There's the glass. I think this is replaced as well, the framework and everything, but we'll see. So there you go, and you've got this bit like the Jeep. It's got the, instead of having just two clear bits, which are really nice because this shows you the edge. There, actually, you've got the frame. You have to mask it. So if you mask this up, it'd be okay. And then two headlights, so not bad at all, really. I think I'm going to put that back in here. Don't get damaged. And now we get to the old decals. There we go, so put them that way. I'll do like I normally do. I think it works out quite well. And come down. Yes, Watson. There you go. Don't know why I'm playing with it, it's still okay. So you can see it's a nice US Marines. We'll see the decal selection in the kit instructions in a minute, but there you go. And I don't know if there's any year on this. My speaker bit's in front of it. 2002. 2002, there's a copyright 2002. This most probably re-released in 2002 because I bet this was released really quite early. So we'll have a look on ScaleMates later on, and I will put it up on the screen when I do the editing, so just to show you. But there you go, so that's that bit. So I'm going to go back out now. So they can go back over there. Get the instructions back here. This is folded over, so I'm going to go out a bit further. And I'll stop there. She's in the centre. Right, here we go then. So let's have a look. And this is what it is. This is folding the other way. So what I got here is basically, I'll show you. And that's it. But anyway, let's have a look at the instructions. First side, picture of the vehicle with the two soldiers. The next bit of that, I'll actually go down a bit lower actually, because then I can actually show you a bit more in detail. Here we go. So if I put this round, sorry about that. This great. Here we go. Now, if I leave it at that, you can actually read that if you want. Freeze that. I'll leave that like that to freeze it. There's all this blurb about the vehicle in English, which is good. There's that bit, like I said, top. Then you've got this bit which I've just done on over, and then we go a bit further down, and then it's about showing you about the figures, about all the painting colours, magazine, coat. It's actually telling you what they are, and it's giving you colours as well. Then you've got the vehicle. It's a bit, well, this feels a bit the other way around, but never mind. And there it is. And the one I like is the US Army leaky, because I bet they did leak a little bit. It'd be interesting, but leaky. And this one, the good is the US Marine Corps. Looks quite good as well. So very interesting indeed. So that is the things, and I'm not sure which one to build, but I do like the one with leaky on it, I must admit. I don't know whether it was in Europe or just in Japan that this was used. I think it was used in Europe as well. But anyway, we'll see if I read the blurb myself later on. I'll be able to tell you. So there you go. So then we're going to talk about the building the kit. I'll start with this bit. Basically, this is number one. Oh, well, you can see it clearly anyway, but I'll just go one. Basically, build the wheels, and then and like I always do, I put them aside but for painting separately. And then you come in with the actual number 13 and number B13, B13, just showing you press down into position. So that's basically the front suspension axle, and then you've got the rear one coming on the next bit, which is number 3. So there's not a lot going on in the instructions, and then you're putting bits and like the propeller on. So you have got a little bit of detail. I mean, obviously I do that in brass, but it might have been done in metal. I don't know. What colour does it say paint down? I bet it don't. But anyway, they could have had it metal colour so it didn't shine, because that's basically it's mainly a road vehicle. It's on land vehicle mainly, isn't it? So there you go. It's not much going on, but putting a bit else the shock absorbers in. There's a spare wheel. It does go on the back. Yeah, I've got a spare wheel plate. It's funny, I didn't see that earlier on. Yep, it goes on the back, so yeah, that's good. It gives you a bit more definition of details on the actual vehicle. So they go around putting your tow, get the hook on and everything, the lights. Yep, and they say they're red, that'd be gloss red, they say, but obviously I put silver in and put a clear over it. I think it gives it more definition. Then you've got the controls, these are on the front and the front. So there's the wheel going, spare tyre going on the back. There's all the bit of fitments and bits and pieces here. I think there's a mooring bit there. I think whether it tie around. I think so. Not sure. Then you've got your headlights going in this bit here, which you can't see. Let's come up. There you go. Yep, so then you put that over the top. I still think there's PE for that as well. But you do get a clear part of that. We've seen that on the previous screws. And run down here. Now we're actually putting the bits all into place on the actual body, the bottom of the body, into the body, or the hull, I could say now, because it's like a ship or a boat. And adding the seating and the little bits and pieces here. Yep. And then basically you're doing more details. This is the bit that goes around the front, actually stops the water going over the top, as far as I know. It gives it a little bit more protection, and I think it's articulated and all, but it shows you on the vehicle with it the other side. But this covers the headlights. Obviously, if you put it up, swinging over, it might even be movable. I don't know, but anyway, but there it is. And this is the air vent cover. I think there's a vent emission there. And if you have it open, if it's on land, it keeps the engine cool. And obviously, when it was in the water, it would actually close that down just to keep the water out of running around. Then the next and last bit of the build is this. It's basically putting the bits and pieces, the extras on, all your spares and all your supplies, all around the back, laying around the back, and the tyre. Mostly it's just on the tyre as well. So. Well, not bad at all. So that's quite a straightforward and simple build. But of course, then you go and get a PE set, and I'm not going to say I'm going to use every single thing that's in a PE set. I never do, most of the time. But there's the PE bits. You can see all those meshes you got. There's those little ones I showed you, the side ones. So you actually put that in place of that. I've got this, oh no, it's not sealed. Oh yeah, you can see the, oops, I'll just get this open. I don't want to bend them. Oh no, it's like stuck to the card. I'm not going to get them out because it'll be, but I think you can see you've got an instrument panel there. There's an instrument panel goes in there. You can see the mesh down there easier now. Mesh, and then you've got the half moon, like rounded mesh there. It goes up right on the front of the vehicle when you see that when you looked at it earlier on. So, and this is replaced as well. Don't know whether it's worth replacing that, but it is. They've got more chassis details as well. So the best thing for me to do really is put that to one side and come in with a sheet. just doing this as 2 sheets. Right, this is not sure. Oh yeah, this is sheet 1. Basically, I'm not going to say linger too much on it, but you can actually get an idea of how much detail you can put inside the vehicle. And then you've got these bits here, ventilating. You see they're actually per photo, so you actually remove bits and actually put them in place. Again, there we go. That's the bit I told you about. That's the bit the mesh goes there across this, and then you've got the cover above it that actually covers up when it actually goes into water, so stop the engine getting flooded. And carries on down the bottom here. That's it. There you go. So that's it. So if I turn over, because there's always a turn over job, starts up here. It looks like we can actually make this move backward and forward, so that'd be interesting, because they got it showing it in the normal position, so all the lights would be functioning. But obviously, if it was in water, this would slide over and make the bow a bit higher, or the front of the car vehicle, which you wouldn't call it, but I call it a bow because it's boaty type thing. A lot more details there. We've also got the bits here, which is a mesh protecting the old exhaust pipe. It gives you the idea how it all goes together. Very interesting. And that's that one. And then you've got another sheet, which yep, starts with this one. More details for inside. Then you've got the actual boat hook. But it'd be lovely, because I'm going to do that with a nice bit of wood colour when I do it, because it just looked really good on it, because it is wood anyway. And then these are the brackets you make up to store it in. And then you've got another one of these racks goes on this side, and this one has got the actual you can actually super detail the actual thing and have a proper rack made up of photo etch. And then down the bottom, some more details. This is to do with the toe buck, so it's actually got the retaining, so if it's towing something, the retainer comes over the top. Quite clever. And the propeller here, is it? Yeah, it looks like you can make it out of photo etch, so it's a little bit finer instead of thick. So that'd be able to work, and brackets for the actual drive shaft for the propeller. So that's interesting. There you go. So that's what you've got. That's it. Oh, and there's the thing I didn't mention, or you didn't see earlier on, is the screen. You actually make you've got a bit of acetate in there somewhere, and you actually make the screen up. Yep. So you have to use a bit of acetate. I don't know if it's in the actual thing. It might be inside, because I didn't take it out because it was glued together, taped together. So yeah, so they're good. That's going to be quite interesting to do. Now, like I said, I don't always do all the bits on it, but I will do as many as I can that I think are necessary. Right then, so here we go. Just come out a little bit. There you go. So that's what we've just done an inbox review of, and it was a quick one because it's not too much of a kit for the actual kit build up. If you was going to build this from the box, it'll be a quick and nice looking vehicle straight out of the box. But if you go the extra mile and do a bit more, even if you do half the PE there, you're going to end up with a really nice looking vehicle. So, and I'll be using as much as I can when I do it. And the good thing is, it's another small thing on the bench. It's because sometimes, I mean, I've got the submarine at the moment, and that takes up near enough the whole length of this bench when it's all put together. So these little models are really nice to just to sit there and do something really small and fiddly, as it were. There you go. So thank you very much for watching, and I think this is my third one. This is day after birthday, so I'm around 69 and a day. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and thank you any of my subscribers that watch this, and enjoy the day. It's a bit of a sort of a bleaky day out there, a bit sunny, a bit gleeky, but never mind. I think we're going to get some more rain, but be ideal vehicle for that, I suppose. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Happy modelling.